Hope you're doing well in these times of isolation and COVID-19. Hope you're staying home. Everybody should be staying home. I am in my office. As you all know, my pole is here, so I like to come and pole dance. And my office is really just me. So I do isolation between the house and the office. Today we are here because I really want to talk about this video that Akothee'S put out, talking about how women are trapping men. I really just wanted to add a few of my thoughts here, and this is not anything against her and her opinions. I know she's very opinionated and I love it. I myself am very opinionated, so power to opinions. Everyone deserves one. But I really wanted just to add a few comments to her video, and maybe we can watch the video together if you haven't seen it, and then I'll just sort of like tell you what I think. So let's get started.
Even men should be very, very careful because shit is about to get real. Right now, I know there are women who are calculating with this corona situation to go and be a housewife material. They will be cooking, ironing, and giving you so that they can prove that they are a housewife material. Before you know it, they are pregnant. Don't trust women at this period of incubation. You call it what? Of quarantinization. Because the corona is about to get real.
First of all, can we just start by saying this woman is hilarious. Like, she cracks me up. I was watching this video in the middle of the night and I could not stop laughing. I mean, she's hilarious. Okay, let's keep going.
I believe you don't want to give birth to Corona Chien or Corona Watch.
Didn't I already say this? I think I posted it on one of my social media platforms where I was saying, I swear in 9 months we're going to have quarantines and corona babies. I said this. So yes, that part is for real.
As women, we are devils.
Okay. No. I understand that there is some evil in very many people. I get it. But just to say us women are devils, man. I think there's a lot of women out there who are hurt and who just want to be loved. I wouldn't say that we're devils, it's just that the extremes that a lot of people would go to in order to just be loved. Really, that's all it is. A lot of people are desperate. A lot of people are so warped in society's opinions of when they should be married, when they should be having children. A lot of people are going through those like crazy times in their lives, and also just coupled with the need for love, and then finding a person that is giving them half the attention that they want, and then acting a little crazy sometimes. And I feel like we're not entirely to be blamed for our crazy because we didn't get there by ourselves. So no, I don't believe that us women are devils. Nah.
Right now, I know men are hoovering. Okay, I don't want to address men. I don't want them to say that I have something against men. So let me talk about women. As women, we know how to trap you with babies. I believe you don't want to give birth to Corona Watch or Corona or quarantine or Weedy or something. Anyway, they have said that we quarantine. It doesn't mean you go and live in another man's house. You are not quarantining, you are cohabitating. You have to differentiate between cohabiting and quarantine. You don't want to become somebody's.
So I do very much believe that a lot of what she's saying is for real. Like, it's very easy to get so wrapped up into the fact that we have to be in isolation, and finally, for the longest time, you've had this partner who you've been finding really hard to tie down, and maybe they've been giving you a whole bunch of excuses, and by the way, I'm blaming the motherfuckers for this, the other people. And then finally an opportunity has come, and to be completely honest, there's a lot of men who also get really lonely and then don't have an opportunity to play the field. So they're taking advantage of you, possibly because, like she says, possibly because your food is good, your strokes are good, you're fun to hang out with, and then, you know, they've kind of narrowed it down to like who I'm gonna be hanging out with in these times of quarantine. Yeah.
Don't want to become somebody's wife as at now, because if you are living in his house doing housewife duties and you are not his wife, my friend, you are wasting your time. But if you are having fun, make sure you are using protection, because right now, soon the shops will be closed. There's no way you will buy P2, P3 or P6.
Can we talk about that a little bit? So there might be some water to what she's saying regarding the fact that there might come a time when shops are going to close and you won't have access to these things. So definitely go out and buy your condoms or your barriers or all of these things, like get your contraceptive kit, and like those are things you need to stock up on if you think that you're going to be having sex regularly, just to protect you from disease, also to protect you from unwanted pregnancies. I completely agree with her. But can we talk a little bit about P2? I think this is a good educational piece right here. I don't think that any of you should be going out to the chemists to get P2 unless it is completely necessary. A lot of us keep thinking that the emergency contraceptive pill is a form of contraceptive, but it's called an emergency contraceptive for a reason, which means you can only use it once, maximum twice a year. It's not a contraceptive pill that you should depend on. You should use condoms. You should talk to your gyna to see what other kind of contraceptive you can get. In fact, in this time of quarantine, I really feel like having a phone conversation with a gynecologist is really important for you to get opinions on what kind of contraceptives you should use. And the safer the options, the better. Do not, unless it's really necessary and all the other forms of contraception have failed, do not go and get yourself a P2. Please do not be popping P2 like it's popcorn.
We don't know how long we are going to be quarantined if this corona don't catch us, so we die, all of us. Because as at now, everything is possible. I didn't say anything. I'm just saying, because it's the reality.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying.
There is very little you can do about sex. Oh, sorry, not about sex, about death. Sorry, it just came now because I was talking about something. Anyway, it's natural, so what? Call police. You see, I've been sitting here. I don't even know if I have it because I've been loitering around everywhere in each and every airport. So if I'm not yet coughing, please God help me that this thing don't catch me, or let this thing don't catch me or catch any of my relatives or any of my fans. God, I've already prayed enough, and you know I'm sincerely praying for my country and the universe at large. But this is for those girls who didn't go back home after they left the university. I believe all the universities have closed by now, and you are not yet at your home. You are saying you are quarantining somewhere with your cousin. No, because that belly will disorganize you.
Yes.
And your entire family.
Statistically, that age group of people are more prone to getting unwanted pregnancies and having unsafe abortions, and also having STIs and STDs. So definitely, if you are a university student, you should be listening to what she's saying, and you need to be protecting yourself. You need to be safe. So please go buy your protection. Make sure your contraceptions are in check.
So if the government say that everybody go home, madam, leave that house that you are entertaining that man who is idle now because of coronization. He's coronizing because the people's wives that he used to sleep with, he cannot get now. So you are available, madam, go home. Go home. I'm warning you. Don't come here and start saying, oh, he dumped me, he used me. You are busy using him. You are bathing with his soap. You are living under his roof. You are watching his TV. You are also using his Wi-Fi to follow corona vibes. Eh? And also check on WhatsApp and things like that. You are both using each other. So after this corona, let me not hear anybody saying, hey, Akothee'S, I was with this guy during coronization. They said everybody to go home.
So first of all, I love that phrase, coronization. Like, I love it so much. And I think we should all use it.
Home doesn't mean any shelter. And I told you, if you are in someone's house who is not your husband and is not someone who's showed you, why are you even showing him wife material? Has he told you he's looking for a wife?
Okay, I don't agree with that, because I feel like it's a backward way of thinking. that you need to be saving the entire part of you for somebody who's going to marry you. Look, a motherfucker is gonna marry you if a motherfucker wants to marry you, period. It's really that simple, folks. It's not about like saving yourself or saving your cooking skills or saving that extra sex skill for somebody because they're going to marry you. Once again, society has got us into this place of thinking that there needs to be a certain kind of woman to be a wife. And I feel like it's definitely like a very religious point of view. It's just like there's a Bible verse type of woman. I think it's Proverbs. Is it? I don't know. Y'all know. I don't know. And it's something about the way in which a woman needs to present herself in order to be the perfect wife to a man. Obviously, this is a very heteronormative way of thinking, but I don't subscribe to that line of thinking. These are some of the things that I don't necessarily agree with.
Right now, men will tell you anything so that they don't be on their own. Because if he is a Casanova who is jumping up and down, right now, there's no way he can jump up and down. He cannot get slay queens. So you are available. He will show you all kinds of love you've never seen in your life. So watch out. Oh. Me, I'm telling you as a mother, even if it's my own children, if you are quarantining somewhere, even right now, I ask Ru Baby and Vesha to come to me in Mombasa. They refused. Wherever they are, stay safe. Maybe you are quarantining somebody in that apartment. I don't know. I'm just a mother being a mother. But you know, the results of quarantining and cohabitation is pregnancy. If disease don't catch you.
Also, corona is a disease. But she's making a very good point with regards to isolation. And I do agree that this is a very vulnerable time, and it's easy for people to feel vulnerable and fall culprit for people who are out there trying to take advantage of you.
So, before you start crying, we are in March. Hey, Corona in March. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. My friend, December car. Hey, oh, there is no P2. There is no condomnization. My friend, you're done. Right now, men will tell you anything just to keep up with them. Baby, but you know I will marry you. Don't come with this baby thing, please. As president of single mothers, my list is full. My list is full. I've told you I don't want rubbish. My list of single mothers is full. We are also tired of so many people joining us, so we look like we are lost vessels. No, you are not ready for this, are you? If not,
I really love that she advocates for single mothers. And in the way that she does, which is like really empowering. I'm really for that. And it's true, a lot of the people that I know that are single mothers are like, no bullshit. A lot of the time when you're single and you're dating, it's mostly about like trying to get into a relationship with somebody that is gonna date you with all of the baggage, and not really baggage, but like all of the children that you're coming into a new relationship with. There are many people who can't handle that, and so a lot of the time it can be a little isolating already. And so, you know, dating is hard. One, I understand it, but secondly, being able to find somebody who's gonna take you for everything that you're bringing to the table can be super tasking. So I really love the way she advocates and the way she says like, yo, I'm not here for this bullshit.
Hey, Corona. Go home, madam, go home. Sex can wait. Children don't. You know, responsibilities never move on. No. There is no any single mother, a baby mama, who has ever moved on. Whether you are living in Rwanda, or you are living in Karen, or you are living in the slums, the pain of a single mother is the same.
So I can understand that from a perspective of somebody that's a single mother. And I'm really curious to know from you guys, is it true? Is it true that it's hard to move on from single motherhood? Do you harbor anger? Is it pain? Is it betrayal? I mean, depending on what the situation was with you and your partner and how it ended. Like, I would love to understand more from you what you think the reason that she's saying, like, that single motherhood thing, it doesn't matter where you are, it cuts across the board. Leave your comments.
In fact, not saying, I don't care about him, that you care. Madam, you care. Big time.
Is that true? When because I have heard it said before. Is it true that you still like retain the love for the person that is the father of your children? Does that feeling still linger? And might that be one of the reasons why you're still angry? Because for them it's so much easier for them to move on than it is for you, because you're carrying this child that probably looks exactly like them and is probably going to grow up to look even more like them. Like, it's a possibility. Are those some of the reasons? I'm very, very interested in this now. Let me know.
So, before you join the bitter side, watch out. Don't try become a wife material to a man who just want to enjoy you and drop you out there. That's where you say he used you. Now you are busy cooking, washing his clothes. Then you come and watch TV with him, lying on his chest, starting to think your things. He's parked his V8 outside there. You've seen his apartments. You don't know he has mortgage or something like this. Then you start calculating with your own moves. Leave boy child alone. I know you girls. I know you. You must stop this. You must stop this. You should learn from us. As we are praying for corona, let everybody go to their home. Go to your mother or your grandmother. Go at home.
Okay, so no, don't go to your grandmother, because you could also be carrying the virus and you don't want to spread it to the older people, for starters. Secondly, just be careful with the people that you hang out with, and I really say trust your gut, because you know, deep down inside, you know the person that you're hanging out with that you think is going to betray you. If you have an inkling of a thought that you think this person is going to betray you, chances are that they are, and there's a reason that your gut is telling you that. There's a reason that you have that feeling. So try to listen to that and protect yourself. You can protect yourself before the hurt happens, and this is possibly not the right way to go about it, by taking advantage of this situation. And she is right in saying that you're both using each other, because if he is using you for this period of time so that he has companionship, you're doing the same thing. You're using him for companionship. So it's consensual using, but then somebody is going to get hurt at the end of this, and more often than not, it's you.
And rejuvenate and reorganize and settle. Stop staying there, then you will give birth to Corona Ching and Corona Alwatch, quarantine or Yugi and everything. Anyway, Corona. And don't divide your Corona everywhere. I even heard there are some malicious people dividing the Corona. Mia with Salome. Salome! You see, you are part of, yes. You see, look at Salome. You see, self-quarantine. Look at where Salome is. Even my dogs know.
Also, can we just say dogs can contract the coronavirus, because the WHO actually put out a press release saying that dogs can't contract coronavirus. So who let the dogs out? Who?
You right now, you will be cuddling with everybody. I know it might end up catching all of us, but try, yo. I love you guys. Call police. That is the president of single mothers. I've warned you, all the boys. Be careful this time round. These women are not out for any good. We are desperate. We want to settle down ASAP, including me. Corona. Hey, Corona the mighty. Take me back to 2019, man.
Facts. 2019 was really winning. The beginning of 2020 was so wonderful, and the year had so many great things coming up, and then coronavirus just came and ruined everything. But I do agree with a lot of what she was saying. I do think that there's a lot of truth to it, but I also, and I love her. I love Akothee'S. I think she's hilarious. I think she's funny. Please make sure you follow her. I also just have certain opinions that are mine. It's not to go against anything that she was saying necessarily, but those are just my thoughts. And yeah, call police. I can't do it. Till next time, guys. Bye.